Hey, what's up you guys? Today's video, it's gonna be amazing for today. Just a little question that you guys may know this because this is basically a different video because I know I've been posting videos about what happens, videos and all that stuff, but just be fair right now, I'm going to take a little break of what happens, and I'm going to basically just explain out the answers for that, and hopefully you guys know all the drill. And if you guys know the drill, be sure to slap that like button and subscribe to become Grand Dangerous Nation's own team. And yeah, welcome aboard. Okay, so we're basically talking about one of the most strangest inventions ever that are very invented just a long time ago. And to be fair, we are actually talking about the chainsaws. Chainsaws. Is that scary? Probably not, but Chainsaw Man will probably, but no. We're not going to talk about Chainsaw Guy or Man, whatever his name was. But we're actually going to talk about... So, I asked Google, which I am Google search right now, and it says, why were chainsaws invented? Well, according to Google, chainsaws were originally invented in Scotland, which is over UK, right above London, to help with the childbirth, which I have no clue. That's just scary. They were used to separate the mother's pelvis bones when they blocked the baby's descent into the birth canal, which basically they had to block it. They had to separate the bones inside the body, and they gotta separate the pelvis of the mother, who is actually pregnant and giving birth to its baby, I believe, if that is correct. But the chainsaws weren't indeed used to cut wood. It was almost until the 20th century. So, I guess that the invention from the chainsaws was basically like, I don't know if you noticed though, but there were chainsaws are like, I mean, what are the oldest invention of chainsaws? Let's take a look. So, according to Google, the oldest chainsaws in the world right now, the first chainsaw was designed by German orthopedist Bernhard Heen in 1830, which is basically, it's from Germany, I suppose, designed by Germany. He called the astrotome from the Greek estro, bone, which is bone, and tome and tame, which is cut, literally the bone cutter. This chainsaw, as well as many that follow, were used for medical purposes. So, that being said, it's basically like, say for example, and I'm going to take it as an example, it's going to be a bad exclamation point. Say, back in the oldest days ago, there was a guy who basically, was sick, and his hands were turned black. And this is like about centuries ago, back in the biblical or the Black Death era, I should say, biblical plague era. So, and basically people were dying in Italy, and they took this person and chopped his hands off, and because there were no medical care or something to treat, they just cut it off and said that hopefully, it'll grow back. Because see, And we got genetic coding, which means that our bodies can generate the same body that we had. See, if my fingers were gone, it can generate any time right now, which means it's very useful to use a body like this. Now, sometimes a lot of people use their bodies too much because they're in the pain and during the pandemic era, and it's getting a lot worse than we ever had before. But let's be fair. Chainsaws are also used to cut like trees, logs, wood, anything you can name it. And it can cut down not windows, but you know. But there is one warning about that. If you cut yourself, you're actually dead. Which means that you gotta be careful with those chainsaws. Cause see, even though the Chainsaw Guy movie, whatever you call it, I don't really remember, but if you ever see a movie, it basically, you know, cuts humans off, you know, just stuff like that. It's pretty gross, but you know, but it's scary. But you know what? But like I said, you gotta be careful with the chainsaws, cause you may accidentally cut yourself. Just like the knives, screwdrivers, and stuff like that. But you know what? You know, but you know, hopefully you guys are old enough to use chainsaws. But that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe. It's totally free. Join the nation by subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.